What is going on, everyone? We are 3 days away from the NFL draft. And I have to be quite honest with you guys. I do not think the Houston Texans are going to be drafting a quarterback. With so many other options we have been hearing that this team can take, right? One of them, how many times have we talked about trading for a Mac Jones, a Lamar Jackson, a Trey Lance? How many times have we heard that it might be a defensive player at number two instead of a franchise quarterback, right? Todd McShay of ESPN, he put out there 15 minutes ago the most likely outcome for the Texans selection at number two was Alabama edge rusher Will Anderson Jr. or Texas Tech edge rusher Tyree Wilson. Both players have been linked to the Texans in recent weeks, and it has become increasingly clear the Panthers will take Bryce Young with the top overall pick. This isn't the first time we have heard that it might be a defensive player at pick two. How many times have we heard that the Houston Texans are not as in love with CJ Stroud, Will Levis, or Anthony Richardson enough to take them at number two? That's why a lot of people have been saying that the draft starts at two and all eyes are on the Houston Texans. You have your division rival at number four, waiting to see what you are going to do. You throw in the possibility of trading within the division, right? Nick Casario was on Sports Radio 610, and he says, I don't understand why trading within the division is frowned upon. There are so many options that are thrown out there right now for the Houston Texans. And then they themselves, they put out this tweet right here. Someone took their time to make this graphic, to change the font. Let me just show you, it is the Houston Texans. You see the Texans player in the background, the Houston Texans Twitter handle. It says forward, and then you see the fans reacting to it down below. And you guys tell me if you think after listening to this that the Houston Texans will be drafting a quarterback. Failure is not an option, it's a necessity. Every misstep is a lesson learned. Every setback, a chance to grow stronger. Embrace the struggle and become unstoppable. Now, to me, this is the type of tweet you put out there if you are not drafting a QB. By you telling your fans to embrace the struggle and become unstoppable, all I've known as a Houston Texans fan is struggle. The Jacoby Jones muffed putt against the Baltimore Ravens to start the playoff game. The mishandling, not the mishandling, but the Deshaun Watson situation. That was a setback for this franchise. That was a player who we all expected to bring a Super Bowl to the city of Houston. And I'm not going to get into Deshaun Watson no more, but that was a huge setback for the franchise because now you are looking for another quarterback. I know failure on this Houston Texans team. We've only won 7 games in the past 2 years. Every misstep is a lesson learned. When you pay guys who then quit on you, Kamir Grugier-Hill, Justin Britt, Brandon Cooks, who you could have traded in the middle of the season and got an extra day 2 pick instead. You wanted to be cute and wait to the end, and now everyone laughed at you at that again. This is kind of how this season went for the Houston Texans. Failure, misstep, setback, right? Every setback, a chance to grow stronger. By winning a meaningless game against the Indianapolis Colts, you now find yourself in this situation. This tweet put out here is because you do not have the number 1 overall pick. Embrace the struggle and become unstoppable. This tells me they are not drafting a quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me if I'm reading too much in between the lines. But like I said, it takes time to make an edit like this. We haven't heard anything from the Houston Texans in regards to who they want or what they want. I haven't found out anything. No one knows the plans for the Houston Texans. But the franchise hangs in the balance here, ladies and gentlemen, at pick 2. Are you going to take the next step and be, a positive step in this rebuild? Or are you going to try to be the smartest person in the room? Because everyone thinks they are. No one knows what's going on in Nick Casario's mind. You guys let me know what you think. 3 days left into the NFL draft. Let me know what you think about this tweet out here. As always, go Texans. And you guys have a very blessed day.